Welcome to my IELTS Writing Test Series at Piece of Cake Speak English. Does writing a Task 2 essay make your heart race or your mind go blank? Maybe you struggle to organize your ideas or worry your essay won't impress the examiner. You're not alone. In Episode 1, I'm diving into a Task 2 opinion essay with a clear, step-by-step structure and tons of examples to help you score Band 7 or higher. I'll show you how to plan, write, and polish a high-scoring response that nails task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. Let's make essay writing feel like a piece of cake. Here's the Task 2 question I'm tackling today. Some people believe that governments should invest in public transportation instead of building more roads. To what extent do you agree or disagree? This is a classic opinion essay, asking you to take a clear stance, agree, disagree, or partially agree, and support it with strong reasons. Today, I'll agree that public transportation is the better investment and guide you through a Band 7 plus response. You'll see a full essay example, detailed breakdowns, and tips to impress examiners. Ready? Let's get started. A solid structure is your key to a Band 7 plus essay. Here's how I recommend organizing this opinion essay. Introduction. Paraphrase the question to show understanding. State your opinion clearly. I'll agree with investing in public transport. Keep it concise, 2 to 3 sentences. Body paragraph 1. Explain how public transport reduces environmental issues, like pollution and congestion. Include a specific example for impact. Body paragraph 2. Discuss economic benefits, such as cost savings for governments and citizens. Add a statistic or example for depth. Body paragraph 3. Address a counterargument, e.g., why some prefer roads, and explain why public transport is still better. This shows balance for Band 7 plus. Conclusion. Restate your opinion and summarize key points in a fresh way. This structure keeps your essay logical, answers the question fully, and flows smoothly. Exactly what examiners want for a high score. Here's a complete Band 7 plus essay for the question. Read it carefully to see how I follow the outline and use examples to impress examiners. Introduction. In recent decades, the debate over whether governments should prioritize public transportation over constructing new roads has gained significant attention. I believe that investing in efficient transit systems is a more effective solution, as it tackles pressing environmental challenges and offers substantial economic benefits for both governments and citizens. Body paragraph 1. One compelling reason I support public transportation is its positive impact on the environment. Efficient systems like buses, trams, and trains reduce the number of private vehicles on the road, thereby decreasing air pollution and traffic congestion. For example, Singapore's Mass Rapid Transit (MRT) system has cut urban traffic by approximately 15% since its expansion in the early 2000s, leading to cleaner air and less gridlock. Moreover, public transport promotes sustainable urban development by encouraging denser, walkable cities, further reducing the environmental footprint of transportation. Body paragraph 2. In addition to environmental benefits, I see public transportation as economically advantageous for governments and individuals. Building and maintaining roads is a costly, ongoing expense, whereas transit systems, once established, offer long-term savings. A 2020 study in London showed that every pound invested in public transport saved £3 in road maintenance and healthcare costs linked to pollution-related illnesses. Furthermore, citizens benefit from lower commuting costs, as buses and trains are often cheaper than fuel, car maintenance, and parking fees. Body paragraph 3. Although some argue that building more roads improves accessibility, especially in rural areas, I find this approach less effective than public transport investment. New roads often encourage more car use, exacerbating congestion and pollution over time. In contrast, expanding transit networks, such as high-speed rail or rural bus services, provide sustainable access without environmental harm. For instance, Japan's Shinkansen rail connects remote areas efficiently, proving public transport's versatility. Thus, I maintain that transit systems are the superior choice. Conclusion. In conclusion, I firmly believe that prioritizing public transportation over road construction is a wiser approach due to its environmental and economic advantages. While roads may offer short-term accessibility, transit systems reduce pollution, ease congestion, and save costs in the long run. Governments should therefore invest in public transport to create healthier, more sustainable societies for the future. Breaking down the examples. Let me analyze each paragraph to show why this essay scores band 7+. I'll highlight vocabulary, linking words, grammar, and share practical tips to help you write like this. Introduction breakdown. Vocabulary and phrases. I love using in recent decades because it sets the context and makes the topic feel current and important. I choose prioritize because it's an academic verb that clearly means to put something first, perfect for band 7+. I recommend efficient transit systems because it's a precise, high-level phrase that impresses examiners. I like pressing because this strong adjective shows urgency, adding depth to your argument. I use substantial economic benefits because it sounds sophisticated and hints at future advantages. Linking words. I include I believe to signal a clear stance, helping you meet task achievement. I add as to connect my opinion to reasons, keeping your essay cohesive. Grammar and tips. I craft a complex sentence like whether governments should prioritize has gained significant attention to show grammatical range with a dependent clause. I keep it concise at 45 words, ideal for an intro. Tip. Paraphrase naturally, e.g., building more roads becomes constructing new roads. Tip. Aim for 40 to 50 words in intros. Tip. Hint at main points, environment, economy, to guide the examiner. Body paragraph 1 breakdown. Vocabulary and phrases. I love using compelling reason because it's persuasive and academic, grabbing the examiner's attention. I choose significantly reduce because it's precise and shows the impact of your point. I recommend gridlock because it's a vivid synonym for congestion, boosting your lexical resource. I like sustainable urban development because it's a topic-specific term that screams band 7+. Linking words. I include, for example, to introduce specific evidence, making your essay coherent. I add, moreover, to build on your point, keeping the flow smooth. Grammar and tips. I use complex sentences like thereby decreasing air pollution to show cause and effect. I include an example, Singapore's MRT, to add depth, supporting task achievement. I aim for 85 words, a balanced length. Tip. Use real-world examples, e.g., Singapore, for credibility. Tip. Explain how public transport helps, fewer cars, less pollution. Tip. Target 80 to 100 words per body paragraph. Body paragraph 2 breakdown. Vocabulary and phrases. I love using economically advantageous because it's formal and high-level, perfect for band 7+. I choose long-term savings because it emphasizes future benefits, impressing examiners. I recommend pollution-related illnesses because it's specific and ties to the topic. Linking words. I include, in addition, to transition smoothly from body 1. I add, furthermore, to build on your point, ensuring cohesion. Grammar and tips. I craft a complex sentence like every pound invested saved 3 pounds to show cause-effect. I include a statistic, London study, to strengthen your argument, showing range. I keep it at 90 words, well balanced. Tip. Add data or examples, real or hypothetical, to support claims. Tip. Use synonyms, e.g., transit for public transport. Tip. Connect ideas to the question, savings for governments/citizens. Body paragraph 3 breakdown. Vocabulary and phrases. I love using exacerbating because it's an advanced verb that means worsening, boosting your score. I choose versatility because this high-level noun shows nuance in your argument. I recommend superior choice because it's evaluative and wraps up your point strongly. Linking words. I include although to introduce a counterargument, showing balance. I add, in contrast, to highlight why your stance is better. Grammar and tips. I use complex sentences like, although some argue, is less effective to show concession. I include a counterargument and rebuttal to demonstrate critical thinking for band 7+. I keep it at 80 words, concise yet developed. Tip: address a counterargument to show balance, band 7 plus skill. Tip: rebut with evidence, e.g., Japan's rail, to reinforce your stance. Tip: tie back to your opinion for focus. Conclusion breakdown. Vocabulary and phrases. I love using wiser approach because it's evaluative and leaves a strong impression. I choose healthier, more sustainable societies because it's positive and forward-looking. Linking words. I include in conclusion to signal a clear wrap-up. I add therefore to show a logical result, reinforcing your argument. Grammar and tips. I use complex phrasing like due to its advantages to show cause. I keep it at 40 words, short and impactful. Tip: aim for 30 to 40 words in conclusions. Tip: summarize without new ideas. Tip: end on a strong, positive note. Quick reminder: if my opinion essay structure is helping you feel more confident about Task 2, you're going to love my IELTS Writing Test Series. I'm breaking down every Task 2 question type with clear templates, real examples, and insider tips to help you score band 7 or higher. Subscribe to my channel Piece of Cake Speak English for free weekly lessons to boost your IELTS writing skills. Stay tuned for episode 2, where I'll tackle an advantages/disadvantages essay on studying abroad. Here are 7 tips I've crafted to make your opinion essay stand out. Take a clear stance. State your opinion in the introduction, e.g., agree/disagree, to meet task achievement. Use specific examples. Reference cases like Singapore's MRT or Japan's rail to add credibility. Vary linking words. Use since, due to, or as a result, instead of because for coherence. Synonyms for variety. Avoid repeating public transport. Try mass transit, urban transport, or commuter networks. Balance paragraphs. Aim for 80 to 100 words per body paragraph for depth without losing focus. Address counterarguments. Include a paragraph, like Body 3, to show critical thinking for Band 7+. Avoid overgeneralization. Don't say, everyone uses public transport. Use many people or a significant number for accuracy. Time to practice. I challenge you to write a full essay for this question. Some people believe that governments should invest in public transportation instead of building more roads. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Use my structure. Introduction. Body 1, environment. Body 2, economy. Body 3, counterargument. Conclusion. Post your essay in the comments, and I'll review a few for personalized feedback. Prefer a smaller challenge? Write just the introduction and Body 1. Show me your Band 7+ skills. Writing a Band 7+ Task 2 essay takes practice, but with my structure, examples, and tips, you're already on the path to success. Don't stress if it feels hard. Every great writer improves with time. In episode 2, I'll dive into an advantages/disadvantages essay on studying abroad, with more examples to boost your score. Subscribe to Piece of Cake Speak English for free IELTS tips every week. See you next time.